great to be here. Thank you to the Mudcats and the folks from Schaefer Park for helping us come out and play a little baseball against the Mudcats. My name is Lieutenant Kevin Thomas, active duty Coast Guard. I'm representing the U.S. Military All-Stars here just to tell you a little bit about our ceremony and what we're going to do here in a couple of minutes. We're going to bring out the entire team. We're going to line up. We're going to have the color guard post. We're going to have the veteran come out. We're going to honor him and all he's done for our country. A little bit about our team. We're made up of Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, wounded warriors, and first responders. We all come together, travel around the country, talk to veterans, talk to fans, let people know what the military is all about, what showing respect to your veterans is all about, and really just to, come out and see this warm welcome from a town here in Missouri. We really appreciate it. Here's Cody.
All right, thank you, Lieutenant. I'm Senior Airman Cody Hyde. I'm in the United States Air Force. I'm from Texas. I flew all the way here from Okinawa, Japan. It's across the other side of the world, about an 18-hour plane ride. I just want to give a round of applause to the Mudcats for having us. So we get a round of applause for them real quick. We're beyond honored to be here to represent the military and all service branches and play baseball, and we thank y'all for all y'all support. And without further ado, we're going to turn it over to Mayor Haney. So give a round of applause for Mayor Haney.
Nearby, so we can just pronounce it or call me whatever you want. Colin, you want to please join me? First of all, folks, this is just fantastic today. Our guests have had a great welcome here through the city this morning. It was so exciting to see the aerial fire truck with the American flag on Washington Street. And they said that was kind of a goosebump affair to get an escort through town with the fire department, the police, the highway patrol, and we really appreciate all of their help. They have been treated royally since they arrived here, and a lot of folks to thank, and I'll leave that up to the end of the ceremony, where we'll thank everybody that was involved here today, including the many folks that have helped our guests be accommodated, to be fed, and to attend the Freedom Festival tonight, and we'll go over that in just a few minutes. First, before we do that, to give the official welcome, I'd like to call on a veteran for our city, retired Army Major, City Administrator Ike Holland. Please welcome him.
I just want to say thank you for turning out today. I want to thank the active duty military for being here today. What a great place to be, but in Chillicothe, Missouri. What a great place. We love baseball. We love our military, and it's a great turnout. Thanks for everybody that supports this, and I know the mayor is a big supporter of the Mudcats and this facility, and we love to do what we can to make this a great place, and Chillicothe a great community. So thank you very much.
I'm going to have Doug Doty, the general manager of the Chillicothe Mudcats, under the arrangement with Grand River Entertainment, the sponsor. I'm going to have Muddy, our mascot, Muddy. You ready to go? Going to have Jennifer Reeder, who is in charge of operations, and that means a lot. All of the activities that go on at the game beforehand and on down the line. And of course, over here is Butch Shaper, the ace photographer for all of these events. That's the president of Grand River Entertainment. So if you will join Carl and I, and you come out here and you Muddy, on behalf of Tourism and the Visitors Bureau and the city of Chillicothe, we thought it would be great to have them remember something about coming to the home of sliced bread. How about that? Huh? And I wish we had a loaf of bread for every one of them to take back with them, but that was impossible. But on a patriotic day, we had some special made hats. Hold one of those up, if you would, Doug Doty and Coach. With the C, the Mudcat C, the Chillicothe C, the red, white, and blue caps. So Carl's going to help me. You've already, or will meet, and for a few remarks here, just a few minutes, U.S. Army Ranger Lieutenant Carl Seiter, who is the general manager of this traveling group. They head to Kansas tomorrow after they leave Chillicothe, right? So it's busy times.
Oh yeah, we do about 350 events a year, and this is actually one of the best ones we had. It was very humbling running through town with the escort, the great pizza, the great hotel. You couldn't ask for a better experience on the 4th of July. Thank you, Phil Captain.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? The best they've had, and they played 350 places and 48 states in what, 5 countries? 3 countries?
7 countries.
7 countries, okay. All right, well, you're going to help me with the, I don't know all the guys, and a couple of them look like they could whip me and you both, so I'm going to leave them alone. But, Carl, you call them out, we'll get them up here, and we'll present them, all of our group here, me and our general manager and our operations manager. And I'll move right over there.
States Marine Corps.
U.S. Navy recruit Frank Chopin. U.S. Marine Corps Dalton Martinez. Frank's the largest baseball player in any organized level of baseball. U.S. Coast Guard recruit Kyle McCullough. U.S. Army recruit Andreas Lopez. U.S. Navy stationed in Omaha, believe that, Pacer Sexton. U.S. Air Force Andrew Quinn. U.S. Army recruit Antonio Rice. National Guard recruit Terry McLean. U.S. Navy recruit Tyler Diaz. U.S. Army Reserve recruit Eddie Waters. U.S. Army recruit Ricky Dixon. U.S. Navy recruit, I forgot his name. Brandon Young. I knew his name, I was giving you a hard time. Our first responder on the team, Austin Dente. U.S. Navy, Sean Gross. Stationed at Langley Air Force Base in Washington, D.C. His third year on the team, Jody Root. U.S. Army recruit, J.C. Gale. U.S. Air Force firefighter, Brandon Wheeler. Lieutenant in the Coast Guard, Kevin Thomas. You guys are going to like this one. U.S. Air Force dentist stationed in Okinawa, Japan, Cody Hyde. Private First Class, Will Schreiber. U.S. Coast Guard, Chris Schmidt.
Thank you.
Whoops. I got to tell you a quick story and how powerful the social media is today. Somebody posted that those were the caps that the Mudcats were going to wear tonight. Guess what? Who in the heck wants a cap now like that over here? We're going to try to work that out and find some fine sponsors. I do want to thank Ken Lawhoff, who's a member of the board, and Midwestern Advertising, and Fred Simmer for all of their efforts, along with Triple J and Broadway, to make all of this possible. And I'll guarantee you guys, if you love those new hats and you like them better than the ones you got on, after you get done with those, we'll get you some more hats. How's that? Okay? That's a promise, even if I have to take it out of the city administrator's salary. Did I say that?
Kevin.
Okay, we have a special presentation that Doug Doty would like for me to make. Last night, I don't think I need to tell you about Colin Brown. He's the greatest sports story that we have, not only in the state of Missouri, in this area, but maybe the United States. A walk-on at the University of Missouri from Bremer, Missouri, population 900, Class 1 school. Then an all Big 12 player, drafted by the Chiefs, and now with the Buffalo Bills. He told me last night he's healthy, ready to play football. So he was signing autographs last night, and he said, I want the money to go to the U.S. Military All-Stars. So that's what we're going to do, folks. Everybody that bought an autograph picture last night from Colin Brown, $321 goes over to you, Carl, and your group. And an autograph picture of Colin Brown. I had to pay $5 for one of those. You get it too. I think that's great. I wish that Colin were here today, but that's the kind of action that you have out here when the Mudcats play home baseball games. Just some quick thank yous, then we're going to have one of the great ceremonies that you're ever going to view at this park. I also want to thank, on behalf of the city of Chillicothe and tourism, the Mudcats and Grand River Entertainment, we want to thank Coca-Cola, we want to thank the Chillicothe State Bank, we want to thank Days Inn that's putting up the team as a courtesy to each of us. We want to thank all the people that on their billboards and their electronic boards ran "Welcome to Chillicothe." These guys really appreciated that tour all the way through the city. And I'll tell you what, I told them I wish they had more time. They could go out by the water park. And Carl said we already did and we wanted to get out. So anyway, back to Carl and this ceremony again. Thank you also for being so great. There's going to be some contributions during the afternoon and evening. But this is a wonderful cause. And just think, they're traveling, having fun, and taking care of our veterans. Thank you so much, Carl. And to you all, Military All-Stars.
We're going to take the money, we're going to donate it to the Wounded Warrior Project. So thank you very much. And please enjoy the show.
Your support will directly benefit the only barnstorming baseball team in the world featuring armed forces, wounded warriors, and first responders. Our Red, White, and Blue tour delivers the most unique, original, one-of-a-kind patriotic experience to fans and community. We are dedicated to representing your organization with honor while sharing the courageous and heroic story of our warfighters.
My fellow Americans, please stand with me now for a loud and warm hero's welcome for your United States Military All-Stars.
My friends, the United States Military All-Stars were established at the request of President Herbert Walker Bush in 1990. Since that time, thousands of our brave armed forces, men and women, wounded warriors, and first responders from all walks of life have worn their unique camouflage uniform created by Victory Custom Athletics. The bright yellow ribbon on the front of each jersey is crafted in the shape of an X to signify support for our troops. The names and number on the back are historical references to people and events who have shaped our great nation and serve to remind us on why we are all here tonight.
Color guard, post! Present, on!
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's color guard is being presented by Battery B, first of the 129th Field Artillery, Missouri National Guard.
Order, on! Flag detail, post!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have several honorees this evening, including with Jameson Black, a Chillicothe High School graduate. He is a retired United States Army Ranger. He served from 2006 to October 2012. He was a member of the 3rd Ranger Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment. He is a survival, evasion, resistance, escape school, sniper grad, and was featured on the Discovery Channel's Surviving the Cut. He was deployed several times to Iraq and Afghanistan. Our next honoree, George LaProsse, United States Army retired, served 21 years for our country. He is a Vietnam veteran. His wife, Melinda Sue, has 3 children, 6 grandchildren, is a member of this community and a Veterans Affairs leader since 1978. Our next honoree is Tom Douglas, retired United States Navy. He served from 1961 to 1970. 3 years of those 9 years were in Vietnam and on board the destroyer USS Leonard F. Mason. In the Vietnam campaign, he received a Vietnam Campaign Medal, along with a Silver and Bronze Star. He also has the Combat Action Ribbon, and is currently the 3rd Ward Councilman for Chillicothe. Our next honoree is Vern Washer. Vern is also a United States Navy retired, a retired Navy pilot who served from 1962 to 1968. He flew patrol aircraft over the Sea of Japan and was deployed to Vietnam on 3 separate assignments. He flew 126 air missions and received 2 air medals for combat flight. He is a retired commercial pilot for 32 years with Western and Delta Airlines. He was drafted by the Milwaukee Braves and is married to his beautiful wife, Diana. Colin Parker is our next honoree. Private First Class Parker, in the first of the 129th Field Artillery of the Missouri National Guard Unit here in Chillicothe. 13 Bravo Cannon Crew member and shoots the 777. He was enlisted for 1 year and 2 months and was a member of the Mudcats for 4 years. Our next honoree, Floyd Gable, United States Navy retired, served in 1943 to 1945 during World War II. He was placed on a troop ship, then transferred to a tanker somewhere in the South Pacific. He was to pick up his ship at Iwo Jima. While still on the tanker, the captain heard that there was going to be a 500-plane Japanese attack, so the captain refused to go into shore. After the attack, Floyd's tanker arrived at Iwo Jima, where Floyd found his ship had been sunk and there were no survivors. Floyd was transferred to the destroyer USS Stephen Potter as a radio Morse code operator at Iwo Jima until the island was under U.S. control. The USS Stephen Potter joined the 6th Fleet with the mighty Mo USS Missouri as the flagship. Floyd was the operator who received the message the atom had been split and President Truman had bombarded Hiroshima. He spent time near Nagoya, Tokyo, and the Philippines. He is married to his beautiful wife Estelle for 63 years. He has 7 children. He is a baseball coach on the American Legion high school and college levels. Sergeant First Class Keith Corzette has been Readiness NCO Gunnery Sergeant for Battery B, 1st Battalion, 129th Field Artillery since April of 2006. Sergeant First Class Corzette has 24 years in service, and with nearly 14 of those on active duty. He has been deployed in support of multiple operations over the years. Some of those include the flood of 1993, Hurricane Katrina, and Operation Enduring Freedom with duty in Afghanistan from 2006 through 2008. The credit for his service goes to his family, his wife Amy, and their 4 children, Ariel, Trevor, Kennedy, and Hudson. Our final honoree this evening is Sergeant Drew Hibner. Sergeant Hibner, on July 3rd, 2007, left for basic training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. After his basic training, he then attended advanced individual training at Fort Bliss, Texas. Upon graduation of advanced individual training, he was assigned to the 548th Transportation Company out of Trenton, Missouri. In 2008, Sergeant Hibner attended Warrior Leadership Course, and late in that year, the unit went on state emergency duty in Louisiana for Hurricane Gustav. In late 2009, his unit was once again called for state emergency duty. And in 2011, the unit was deployed to Afghanistan. He was stationed near Kandahar Airfield, where he was a gunner. He was a part of a 5-man personal security team for the battalion commander, sergeant major, and colonel. After 8 months there, his team left Kandahar and finished out the duration of the deployment with the main body in Afghanistan. They returned home safely on April of 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. Look up and see me. I was born on June 14, 1777, with just 13 stars and stripes, representing our first 13 colonies. I stand for truth, honor, and freedom. I help remind Americans of our history and our sacrifice. I have led our troops in every war: Gettysburg, the trenches of France and the beaches of Normandy, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, and scores of distant lands long forgotten. I remember because I was there. During World War II, I was raised over Mount Kiribati by 5 Marines and a Navy corpsman on February 23rd, 1945. 3 of those men, selflessly, blood, and strength, paid the ultimate sacrifice during the Battle of Iwo Jima. A couple of decades later, I was in space with astronaut Neil Armstrong when he was the first human to walk on the moon, July 20th, 1969. Over 500 million people watching us on TV heard him say, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." As a silent witness to all of America's worst and finest hours, I enjoy nothing more than to wave in a deep, blue, peacetime sky. But my finest hour comes when I fly at half-mast to honor our heroes. My most difficult days are when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of a fallen son or daughter. I remain a beacon for freedom. People travel from every corner of the world for a chance at a better life here in the United States. I've been burned, torn, and trampled on streets of countries we helped set free. I was raised again on September 11, 2001 at Ground Zero after the attacks on New York City. I am here tonight with you and our brave men and women in combat at this very moment. Be proud of who you are and who we are together. Honor our heroes as I have honored you. My name is Old Glory. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps, as Old Glory will now be presented to our honorees. American hero. Please remain standing for a moment of silence to pay tribute to the gallant Americans that have made the ultimate sacrifice on behalf of a grateful nation. At this time, we'd also like to welcome the Chillicothe Fire Department, the Mudcats, and the United States All-Stars. Would ask that you please rise and enter into a 19-second moment of silence to honor the 19 Prescott firefighters that were killed in the line of duty in an Arizona wildfire last Sunday.
Uncover. 2. Cover. 2.
The firefighter's prayer. When I am called to duty, God, whenever flames may rage, give me strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling, Lord, and give the best in me, to guard my every neighbor and protect his property. And if, according to my fate, I am to lose my life, please bless with your protecting hand my children and my wife. Amen. My fellow Americans, here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Staff Sergeant David Myers and Sergeant Devin Myers. Staff Sergeant David Myers is in his 31st year of military service. He entered the military in 1982 and was stationed at the 101st Airborne Division. After completing his obligations, he left active duty and joined the Missouri Army National Guard as a tactical water operations Bravo Battery 1st Battalion, 129th.
Sergeant Myers cross-trained as the 13B cannon crew member and became a howitzer section chief, and then the chief of firing battery at C Battery. He obtained the 68 Combat Medic MOS in 2009 and is currently serving on the full-time staff at the 110th Maneuver Enhancement Brigade in Kansas City as the Brigade Medical Readiness NCO. Staff Sergeant Myers has served on 4 state emergency missions to include Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. He served on airport security duty in 2001 to 2002 and has served in 2 combat tours in Afghanistan from 2003 to 2004, where he trained the first field artillerymen in the history of Afghanistan. In 2007 to 2008 as the Base Defense Operations Command Center, NCOIC. Staff Sergeant Myers is a recipient of 24 federal and state awards and decorations to include the Bronze Star, Army Commendation Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, Army Achievement with 2 Oak Leaf Clusters, Afghan Service Ribbon, Air Assault Badge, 7 Reserve Component Achievement Medals. Sergeant Devin Myers is the youngest son of Staff Sergeant David Myers and is in his 8th year in the military service. Sergeant Myers entered the military in 2005 as a multiple launch rocket system crew member. Sergeant Myers would later reclass to cannon crew member at Bravo Battery 129th Field Artillery. Sergeant Myers has been deployed 1 time during his time in service, a force protection mission in Kosovo. Sergeant Myers is a recipient of the Armed Forces Reserve Medal, Army Overseas Service Medal, NATO Kosovo Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Missouri National Guard Commendation Medal, and has received the Army Achievement Medal twice.
Present hard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Once again, Staff Sergeant Myers and Sergeant Myers.
Cody Hyde, front and center.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ever some baseball? Yeah! Make a little noise if you ever some baseball.